When you first connect Streak to Gmail, you'll begin by creating your first pipeline. A pipeline is how you track deals or projects or any workflow that moves through stages. In the past, you build this from the ground up or using a Streak template. But now, Streak uses AI to build it for you, based on your use case and how you work. This lesson walks you through how AI Pipeline Creator works, whether during onboarding or when you create a new pipeline later on. AI Pipeline Creator takes a description of your process and workflow, maybe that being investment or hiring related, and creates a pipeline with all the relevant stages, column values, and even save views pre-configured. Nothing generalized or generic. The pipeline is built around your input. So we'll begin by choosing a template. Pick the one that's closest to what you need. This not only sets the starting context for the AI, but also means a pipeline gets created no matter what happens next. If you're an existing user creating a new pipeline, you'll see a custom option if you want to describe something more specific from scratch. After picking a template, you'll land on the AI prompt screen. This is where you can describe your workflow in plain language. You might write something like, we're a SaaS company selling to small businesses. Our sales process goes from initial outreach to demo to contract. We track company size, deal value, and next follow-up date. As you type, Streak analyzes your input in real time and gives you guidance on if it needs more details. Things like company type, the stages you want to move your deals through, or the data you want to track. Once it has enough to work with, you can move forward. However, if you'd rather skip the prompt, you can. Streak will still use your template selection and, for non-gmail.com accounts, your company domain to generate a reasonable starting point. Next, you'll see a preview of your pipeline as Streak begins in real time taking the info you've provided and forming it into a pipeline that best fits your needs and workflow. Once this short process is complete, you'll have the ability to preview your stages or the steps of your workflow, columns, the data fields associated with each record, and finally, saved views, pre-filtered views of your pipeline. You can rename or even delete stages or columns directly from here, or you can do that later in the Streak Column Manager. When it looks right, confirm, and Streak builds your pipeline. Now that your pipeline is created, you can get right to work. You'll see some dummy data in there just to give you a sense of how your pipeline works before you add your own. Along the bottom, there's a quick action bar with a few useful options. You can delete the dummy data, manage your stages and columns, watch some StreakU videos like you are now, and even take a tour of the pipeline. That said, no pipeline is permanent. Once it's created, you can adjust anything. Think of the AI-generated version as a well-informed starting point. And that's the AI Pipeline Creator. It's the fastest way to go from installing Streak to having a working pipeline that fits how you actually work. In the next lesson, we'll walk through the pipeline view in detail, how to add records, move them through stages, and keep things organized.